back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we're back at the championships. Liga Adarna Season 3, Women Rising, the most awaited all-women tournament in the Philippines. Final day, and we're one apiece between Genki, Amory, and Nexplay Tempest. But before we actually go through with game number 3, of course, we guys would like you guys to know this tournament has daily giveaways, and we have 3 winners. All you need to do right now is to just keep watching and get a chance to win 700 wild cores. Follow the 3 simple steps to join by, of course, number 1, liking this page and the stream. You share the stream as well, and of course, tag 3 friends in the comment section with the hashtag LA Women Rising. Of course, with exclamation point notify.
Yes, sir. And aside from the live stream giveaway, guys, we also have that weekly giveaway. We posted a question last Monday. To join, just follow these 3 simple steps. Number 1, leave the right answer in the comment section. Number 2, hit that like button. And number 3, share the post. We'll announce the winners every Saturday. Also, we do have a gift away from our sponsor, ePlayment. Just go to the ePlayment Facebook page, like the page, look for the giveaway post, and sign up for the wait list that is in the comment section. And don't forget to tag 3 friends. 7 winners will be announced on May 19th. And before we get back to game 3, we would like to acknowledge our partners in making a Liga Adarna possible. Liga Adarna Season 3 is Women Rising is co-presented by Smart Communication Incorporated, the Philippines' leading wireless provider, and it's also powered by the ePlayment Entertainment.
The best types of wins in life are meant to be shared and experienced together with friends. With Smart Double Giga Games, subscribers get 2 gigabytes of games every day for League of Legends Wild Rift, Call of Duty Mobile, Mobile Legends, and FB Gaming. They can double up on building their skills for good games, double up on good times with friends. That's a double GG with Smart Double Giga Games. Subscribers can register by downloading the Giga Life app or dialing *123# and choosing Double Giga.
Next, we would also like to thank our major sponsors, ePlayment Corporation and Esports News PH. And finally, we would like to thank our charity partner, Worldwide Fund for Nature. While the virtual world is a limitless world of wonder for people to explore, Liga Adarna reminds everyone the duty and responsibility to bring forth the interests and survival of our planet. Hashtag change the ending. The league encourages everyone to band together as a community, join the campaign, and contribute to environmentally inclined movements and projects, and to take it to the streets. Hashtag speak up for nature and call for a genuine policy change.
All the stars that you guys are sending will be donated to our charity partner, Worldwide Fund for Nature. We would like to thank everyone for sending us stars during our live streams, because these stars can help change the ending.
And just keep sending those stars, guys. But if you wish to donate directly, you can do so by going to wwf.org.ph/donate.
And no introduction necessary, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna head straight into draft for game number 3. Let's have our resident president, Analyst right here, Y2K, to break it down for you guys.
Pagkakalam ko, ikaw yung resident president eh. Alright, thank you so much for that, Izaq. So, again, game 3 of our best of 5 series. The bans currently is Diana, Jana, Camille, Shivana. So, self-explanatory. We don't want that one. Parang sabi nila, we don't want that one. So, as usual, NXP sticking with 3 or 4 ng kanilang pickings with, as usual, Ziggs, Galio, Kaisa, Jarvan, and probably the last one. Sa kung same lineup to as in the last game, siguro mababasa na to ng Genki, Amory, but at the same time, pwede nilang ibahin yung rotation nila, which is a good thing na rin if you're picking the same. Ooh! They took the Fiora instead, which is, nawala yung Camille. So, they will compensate instead with Fiora. So, split pushing Fiora as usual. But on the other hand, we have the Garen, we have the Braum, Ahri, and Ezreal currently. Ahri against Ziggs might be a good way to go, especially with the Spirit Rush together with the Charm. But at the same time, if you can pick off, for example, Chabi in the back line, you might have the bounty na kakailanganin mo in going into the game. But of course, Ezreal Brom combo as usual. Bungie's Lie. It's proven effective, and especially on how they deliver it. But of course, I will not really break it down to you all, but especially with the Vi. I know the Vi is probably a counter initiation or probably will pick up someone. Without the Camille, may hirapan dito ang Vi. Again, without the Galio, siguro walang follow-up dito ang Vi except for a Brom Glacial Fissure. Pero lang kasi pwedeng i-disengage yan ng wala sa oras or ma-counter initiate ng Galio yung any possible frontline or any possible gangs na gawin dito ni Hazel using the Vi. Team fights, I would expect more na maging proactive silang lahat kasi they have a certain role, probably except the Fiora, the split push. Split push ang usual niyang game, pero I wanna see a Fiora talaga na ipagbakbakan like the usual Fiora lore na really into dueling stuff. But sa composition natin, I don't want to be biased. Both have certain capabilities. Both have strength and weaknesses. And of course, both have the chance to prove themselves into this game. And without further ado, I will pass it to the casters, of course, Izaq, and of course, Naisou.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3, 1 apiece. Nexplay Tempest is on the blue side, going up against Genki Amory on the red side. What are we seeing or expecting for the early game here, Naisou?
I mean, I think it's interesting we got that Fiora, but this time it's in the hands of Hellgirl. You know, maybe Hellgirl's thinking, you know what? This is how you play Fiora. I don't know. But we do have that matchup there, you know, Fuyu versus Hellgirl. This time, again, Hellgirl on the Fiora. But we do have a very similar team composition, right, for NXP. It worked well for them in the previous game, so we're going to see how they pull it off this time. Over on the Genki Amory side, you know, we do have... I feel like generally they're very poke-centered. You know, again, Ezreal... Bunzie's Ezreal, as long as Bunzie has time for her to really build up to that power spike for Ezreal, she performs very, very well on most, if not all, AD carries that she plays. Hanyu on Ahri, you know, that mobility, the charms, not to mention just the pure damage that Ahri can provide later on, if she's able to get those items, will be really nice. But in terms of Ray on the Ziggs, again, just such a good Ziggs player, demolishing those turrets and providing a lot of damage from a distance, again, around those objectives. So we're really going to see, and it's nice to see another, you know, Galio being picked by Gia once again, because I think Gia played that Galio so well, and that was a big determining factor for game number 2. And we'll see here how this one plays out.
Oh, there is a fight breaking out already. Hazel gonna be forced back there. Is that a flash committed? Looks like it. Hanyu is going to be backing off as well. Gonna be using the honey fruits to stay alive there. But at the end of it all, a little bit of a skirmish there. They were probably not ready to see Gia around in that 3v2.
Yeah, I don't think they were ready. And on top of that, I think, you know, Hanyu burning that flash plus the ignite early on, it's okay because it should be back up by the next dragon, but at the same time, they really have to be careful about checking, you know, these bushes, the tri-bush area and stuff like that, because realistically, you don't want to lose those summoners early on, or possibly even give up that first blood, especially to someone like Ray Ziggs on here, or, you know, one of the junglers, because again, it really does come up to a jungler matchup here, and I like to see this time and time again with Hazel versus Angelila. And again, both junglers do a great job. You can see here Angelila getting ready to set up for a gank on this Jarvan, and we're going to see how this one outplays here.
They could go for a really big gank here. I'm really surprised though. They're going bot side. Shield of Duran is going to be connecting on to Dudo along with the Flag and Drag. That is going to be another set of summoners committed. No barrier, no flash on Bunzie. It's down at the 3-minute mark. So you are sure to know that this barrier ain't gonna be around for the Drake, not even the flash. So we have Hanyu getting taken out with the summoners. Same goes for Hazel's flash. We see it happen on Bunzie as well. You are trying to make sure that these summoners go down because you want to have that advantage in terms of summoners going into the first dragon fight, Naisou.
Yeah, I think summoners, you know, kind of, a lot of people when they're playing, they don't realize how important those are, especially when it comes to objective fights. And you know, not having a flash, not having a barrier can really turn the tide of a match here. And over on NXP side, they're all equipped with everything they need. They have all their summoners, they're all healthy, they have the items. And again, could it make a difference? Yes, but again, it comes down to that execution. We've seen Genki Amory really pull things off, especially some of these team fights and around these Drakes. Now we have the Ocean Drake up. And the thing is, Genki Amory, again, they're such a good team fighting team. You know, they work really well together, and Sly especially on that Braum. So we're going to see here, they don't have much vision except for that Scuttle. Luckily, they do have that. And it's going to come down to most likely another 4 versus 4 dragon fight for the first one.
This is tough, honestly. You're already feeling the pressure and the overwhelming experience coming in from Nexplay Tempest. It's looking good right now for them, especially with how they're playing it out. They're putting themselves at a really nice advantage going into this dragon, but I'm pretty surprised that they're not starting it out just yet. They're buying time, and it's actually allowing the barrier on Bunzi to come back online. Same goes for the flash, which could be up in just a moment. Bunzi, though, getting hit a little there by Gia. No one starting off this Drake. It's still alive 5 minutes in. This could only mean that whenever they start the first Drake, it could immediately transition into a Herald fight right after.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job, as you said, delaying that fight. And you can see the GA being picked up there by Hazel. So I'm sure we'll see, both junglers now have those GAs because they know they're going to probably have to come into, it's going to come down to a smite as it usually does. And they're willing to sacrifice that GA for a smite if they can get it off. Here we go. The Cataclysm coming out.
They tried so hard there to actually take Sly out. They're not gonna be able to, but that's damage being dealt onto Nexplay. They're probably gonna go for a reset. I don't see them trying to go after this Drake right now. G is pretty low. It's just the 3 of them around. You have 4 members from the side of Genki Amory. They could shove this and force it out even more. Angela's there to try to catch someone out. Still no cigar, and they're not gonna be taking anyone there. 6 minutes in now, with Herald spawning, the Drake is still alive. This is something new, Naisou.
They really want. They're doing a great job at resetting that Drake, I'll tell you this. But, and now that the Rift Herald's up, we still have those Baron laners up there as well. So it's going to come down to this Drake. I think it's finally going to be taken. It's just going to depend on who gets that smite off first.
Yep, the dive is going to be there. Shield of Duran's going to be connected. It's a steal coming in. Courtesy of Angela. Hero Centros is going to be there. Jigen's going to force back with Ari. Dashing around, making fun, styling on Hanyu. It's a triple now for Bunzi. A lot of the attention is going onto this Ari. But wait, you forget about the Ezreal. 3 go down. You can have that Ocean Drake. This opens up the Herald for Genki Amory. 3 kills under their belt.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Izaq, the Bunzi on the Ezreal, as I mentioned, if she gets the time and the kills, as she just got those 3 kills right there, this Ezreal is going to turn into a nightmare for NXP if she's able to get the itemization she needs, which is now happening. And you can see them going ahead and knowing that they need to start this Rift Herald because they need that objective at this point.
Yeah, they let them start it. I don't think they're going to be there in time to contest it. They're going to give away the Herald to Nexplay. Nexplay got the Drake. They got the Herald as well. No towers being taken out just yet. You're seeing aggressive positioning here from Gia. They might actually catch out Bunzi there. They actually use it. Shield of Duran on top. The barrier's up, but Gia biting off a little more than she could chew. She gets taken out in that process. True shot barrage. It's not going to connect, but it doesn't even matter. GK are ready. They take out Angela as well. You can have that Herald, but we're going to take 2 kills on top of that. We're going to be pushing that top lane. And while this is all happening, look at the situation here in the mid lane. It's still fairly even, but there's a rotate coming in from Hazel.
Yeah, it's fairly even. Again, you got to give it up to Sly there to protect Bunzi when Bunzi got caught out, and just a nice play there and a nice save because, again, you don't want Bunzi to go down. She has that nice gold lead, and again, Sly just there to help out at any point in time. Very, very good synergy between the 2 of those players right there.
They tried. I admire the effort coming in from Nexplay there. They know that the Ezreal's a threat. Gia saw an opportunity and took it. There was no follow-up though. It was a tad too late. And without a follow-up, that only means that the Ezreal stays alive. Gia and Angela get punished for that. And then it's gonna cost them. And so far, no tower is still being taken here by the side of GK. And on a sliver of health is the first tier tower topside for Nexplay. But they themselves have taken a tower. Top lane goes down for them. And now GK looking at other objectives on the map.
Yeah, the thing is, NXP is pretty much setting themselves up here for a play. I mean, objectively, they do have that turret. You know, most likely GK is going to grab this one here. But they have the Rift Herald. NXP has that Rift Herald play. Here comes Initiation right there. Cataclysm coming down. The killer is being popped. Now they're working on Bungies. And there you go. The Heroes interest as well. Are they able to kill their Demantia Justice coming down? And there's just no breathing room here for NXP as they get taken down. Garen right on top of Ray Ray. But he goes too far into the turret. And there you go. There goes Hellgirl as well. The power of the charm, Izaq. And now Ray Ray running for her life. Ari still looking for a kill here. Hanyu might be able to get it just in time, looking for that angle, and unfortunately not going to get it. But what a team fight that turned out being.
That won them huge. Nice. Oh, there we go. Just when you think Hanyu goes back, no, my friend. Ray Ray, you're gonna go down. Hanyu takes the kill. That's a rampage on the Ari right now. Look at the carries of Genki Amory. 404, 405. They are built to just destroy. 2-10. It's a 4K gold lead. Yep. In what was a very, very painful fight for Nexplay Tempest, it turned to 4 going down into a preemptive team wipe as Ray Ray went down as well. That gave a pretty big lead to GK. They can go for pressure here, taking out this Infernal Drake. I don't think they're even ready for it right now. The Herald is spawned bot side. Angela is waiting at the side. Flag and drag. The flash hit's gonna connect. It's a steal coming in. Angela does it again. Stolen is the Infernal Drake. They're gonna be zoning out and taking on Angela for that. Punishing the jungler for a little mischief there. But 2-11, 2 Drakes under the belt of Nexplay. They're still alive and kicking, ladies and gentlemen. And we have ourselves a close game as this tower can potentially go down. But Bunzi along with Hazel will take it out.
Yeah, you got to give it up to Angela. I mean, she's so good at those smiting steals. And, you know, even if it's up to, do I go in and steal this? Do I die? Like, she's not afraid to go in. She grabs that steal. So that's 2 dragon buffs for them. The Infernal plus the Ocean Drake, which can, in the long run, really change the pace of this game. And just a very well-played smite by Angela. She might be 1-4, but she's definitely getting these buffs for her team.
It's a situation that we've seen time and time again. Angela will not disappoint when it comes down to the clutch. Angela finds a way to smite away an objective, and that's gonna pay off huge in the long run. Infernal Drake, along with an Ocean Drake, with a Kaisa and a Ziggs, that's a lot of hurt. And you know for a fact that late game Kaisa is no joke. Ezreal is no joke either. But right now, it's slowly building up. It's still a very close game, and we cannot tell who has the better lead as of the moment. 2 for 1 in terms of towers. 1 tower being taken by Nexplay. The gold, pretty insignificant at this point, but we see a catastrophic lead in terms of kills. GK are getting these kills.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of score, the score might be 2-11, but honestly, realistically speaking, NXP and GK, Genki and Amory are very even here. And you can see here, I mean, even if they're down, they're still able to hold their own in little skirmishes and team fights. And I think, you know, as the game progresses, it's really going to turn into who is grabbing these objectives. I mean, in terms of, you know, Cloud Drakes and Elder Drakes later on, you know, how is that going to transition for NXP? As you mentioned, having a Ocean Drake on top of the Infernal built into a Kaisa kit, that's so much damage and just potential to stay alive. On top of that, you have the tools that they need to protect, you know, a Kaisa and a Ziggs like that. And again, Fuyu is doing great here on the Garen. You know, has that single kill. It built defensively. Can she go 1 versus 1 with Hellgirl? Most likely, because it's a Garen, you know. And at the same time, they're going to be looking to get vision and setting up for Baron. If there's a pick there, the problem is it's such an even game that a single mistake can really turn this tide.
It's really interesting how GK are itemizing as well. If you look at it, Redemption is on the Vi. You see a Proto Build on Ahri, you see Stasis on Bunzi, there's a Teleport on the Garen, and then of course, you have the tried and tested Sly Solari being picked up. They have a well-rounded kit of enchantments for the boots, and at the same time, look at the side of Nexplay, 3 with a Stasis, 1 Teleport and a Solari. If we're gonna go down, we're gonna make sure you work for it because that Stasis is gonna come in clutch. But as of the moment, there is a lot of pressure coming in from GK. They're trying to take out the tower here in the mid lane. Ray is feeling the damage from this Ezreal.
Yeah, and the one thing I like is, you know, it's... Oh, there you go, there you go, the damage and the charm from Hanyu right on top of Ray, and everybody getting chunked really low. There's the Spirit Rush, and that True Shot not able to hit anybody, unfortunately. But as we were just mentioning, the difference of enchantments can make a difference in the overall outcome of a game. I mean, right there we saw it, you know, Ahri with that dash from the enchant, I believe it's Proto Belt. Is it Proto Belt? Anyway, the dash from that enchantment can really help land those charms in these team fights. And now the Drake is up, Izaq.
Oh my god, they're already starting it out. You don't want another introduction from Angela. She will find the way to reintroduce herself as the King of Smites right now. Queen of Smites, so to speak. The Shield of Durando is gonna be connected and diving up. The Braum is there with the Glacial Fissure. Hero Center is gonna come in. It's a Slain Mountain Drake, courtesy of Angela yet again. And now, GK, they're falling apart. They're taken out one by one as 3 go down. Hanyu on the run. Garen is going to be coming in to try to go for the cleanup. That's the Martian Judgment on top of someone at full health. They're not going to be able to take anyone down. Fuyu's trying to run. Hanyu's nowhere near to come for the defense. Reinforcements, Hanyu can try, but with a big win coming in from Nexplay, that's 3 dragons now. And with 3 dragons, it can only signal the big bad Baron to be taken.
As you just mentioned, the Queen of the Smite, Angela coming in just perfectly there. Again, securing themselves their 3rd Drake buff. Can Hanyu do anything here to stop the Baron play? They are getting chunked really, really low. They have to be careful. There's the Baron right there, able to get it. And nice secure, the Grand Challenge coming out. And there she goes down. Here comes a teleport as well. True Shot Barrage just missing. Mega Infernal Bomb as well. And Hazel might be looking for some Assault and Battery, but they're going to go ahead and get away safely. NXP with the objective advantage here. And now they have the Baron power play available to them.
This is the pressure mounting right now. Genki, Amory, a very solid team. No boot camp whatsoever, and they have made it, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand finals. Exceeding all of the expectations and making it here is no joke, and it is sure as hell an achievement. Facing off against Nexplay Tempest is no joke as well, as you're seeing the overwhelming force of the Tempest right now going down the mid lane. They're headed straight in and they take the first tower out. The long game plays off, and now we're seeing 3 dragons along with a Baron under their belt. Ray is just doing work, trying to take out these towers. Chobby, again, consistency, staying alive. 3-2-1 right now, but still, late game Kai'Sa is still playing off really well for them. And with all that considered, what can GK do to come back into this? Because things are starting to get out of their hands. Speaking of out of their hands, they might actually catch out Helger here. They're committed to it. It's dropping low. Vi goes down, and it's a 2v1 scenario. Just when you thought it would be good to fight off. No. Hazel going down. Hellgirl flexing like an absolute boss at the moment. 4v3, no problem. We have a Baron buff. We're going straight in. They're pushing at the moment. They're gonna try as hard as possible. The bouncing bombs are there. The towers are going down. And while this is all happening, Angela's at the bot side, pushing on her own. The Queen of the Smite does need a smite to take out this tower. Satchel charge on the top side, gonna be taken out as well. And with 2 towers side lane's going down. The mid lane is choppy, clearing it out as well. Inhibitor turrets, all that's left for GK. Backs against the wall, Naisou.
Man, like, how much action did we just witness? I mean, when we say Baron power play, that's exactly what we're talking about, Izaq. I mean, you know, how many turrets did they get? They got multiple turrets there. They got kills. We saw Helger on the Fiora play it well, 1 versus 3, as you said, and just to buy time there. And now, I mean, we're seeing here the power of objectives. And again, this really goes down to Angela's play on the Smite and on the Jarvan, being able to secure these buffs and just turn the tide of the game. I mean, you know, earlier it was about GK's Ahri, Hanyu's Ahri, Buzzy's Ezreal. They had those kills and they had the items, but slowly but surely, Angela has helped put her team back into the game, and now we've got a skirmish here in the bottom portion of the map, and everyone's just going to back off here. Mega Inferno Bomb coming in as well, and this could be a free Elder Dragon here for NXP.
This is tough. There is no way to contest this. The Queen of the Smite's already starting it out. Angela is hammering away at the Elder Drake. There is a teleport from the buy. Is it gonna be in time? The dash in, the dive, it's there. The true shot barrage, everything's gonna be thrown out. The Elder is stolen by Hazel. They get him down. Hanyu's gonna go down though. Lots of damage coming in. Vi's on the run. They're chasing after the rest. Fuyu will follow up as well. No one on Nexplay goes down. Being chased down is again Hazel answering back when it comes clutch. That Elder Drake is the key. They have lost every single dragon, but when it comes down to it, they take the Elder, and now they need a consolation. They need to answer back. They're really, really low right now. They're trying to go for the Baron. Choppy's forcing it. They're just way too low. They cannot do this right now. Fuyu, uh-oh. Here comes the rest of the party. Helga's gonna come in and try to chase after Bunsy. It's gonna be enough. Hazel zones out. Mega Inferno Bomb taking out Bunsy. And now the damage is dealt. The cards are laid out. Elder is on GK, but the Baron open. Naisou, who can get this one?
I mean, props to Hazel, man, being able to grab that Inferno, that Elder, because if she wasn't able to grab that, this could very well be a game already for NXP, and I just have to give a hands-up high five to Hazel there, because what a steal. And now they have that buff, they have the true damage available to them. Now, can Bunsy and Hanyu do something with that buff? That's what we're hoping to see here, because realistically, they might be down in terms of objectives, in terms of gold, but they can take that buff and really hold their own in these fights, especially around Baron. Baron's going to be very, very important here because they need to, they still have that tier 1 turret in the mid lane to get down. They need to start knocking on these tier 2, tier 3 turrets for GK to really have a chance to take this game here.
Yeah, it was a pretty big risk as well. They were trying to bait out as much as possible the Baron fight there. No one from GK committed, and Hellgirl was a little too early, zoning out GK from committing into the Baron. It may have been a good thing at the end of the day, but now, look at the attention. All of the members of Nexplay, not including Hellgirl, are on the Baron right now. This is gonna be go time. If Hazel can outplay, gets cancelled, it's not there. The steal is not gonna be successful. The Baron is taken by Nexplay. The dive from Choppy is there. They're dealing so much damage on top of GK. GK are on the run. They take out Bunsy. 40 seconds on the clock. No Bunsy. 3 members left on GK. Nexplay smell blood. They're gonna come in. They want to try to go for the GG push right now. All 5 members zoning out, taking out minion after minion. The tower is slowly dropping. The damage from the Ziggs is starting to get absolutely real. And now, Choppy is leading the pack, trying to push in. The satchel charge? It's a little too far. That was close though, but still, that tower going down. Now Sly, what can you do? Can you keep your team alive? They're protecting this Nexus right now. GK backs against the wall yet again. They have the Elder, but their towers are fallen. The charm is gonna be dodged by the riposte there. Hanyu is still alive, and with the time being bought, GK come back full on. They're protecting their towers right now. You were talking about a classic with DR and Nexplay. We're seeing an absolute classic, boiling, growing, budding right now, and Nexplay are on the warpath. They're trying to take the towers out. They've taken the towers out, Naisou. All towers going down, and now it's the Nexus all alone. Can GK pull off the greatest win ever? With this going in, the glacial fissures there. Hero's entrance gonna be popped. They stop it, they stall it, they kill it, and now Nexplay Tempest take this game 3 and put one nail in the coffin.
There
Wow.
we go. What an intense, what an intense game right there, Izaq. My God, I mean, we just had. I know there was a discrepancy in score and gold at some point, but just we saw such good play by both teams, and I would love to hear what our analyst has to say to really break this down for you guys. I mean, I'm so excited we're going into that game 4, but let's have my other half, Y2K, break the game down for you guys. Y2K, take it away.
Woo! Mainit. Sa sobrang init, napa-order ulit ako ng Magnum Shake. Oh, MG. But that's a really good game, to be honest. The score 12-12 doesn't really reflect the fact that NXP out of nowhere from a certain deficit came back. Really? Wala ko masabi. I'm lost of words. Like, ang ganda na pinakita ni Angela na hindi siya papatinag. Behind kami, okay, I'll take all of your objectives. At ayun yung exactly ginawa ni Angela on the 3 objectives. Tanong tayo sa graphs. And as we can see, pangat na yan eh. Kumbaga, steep lang yan eh. Steep curve na saktuhan lang ah. Tapos, for the first sa first initiation natin, GK yung lumamang sa first blood, which is hindi naman first blood 3 kills from their side. So kahit pa paano meron silang advantage, but at the same time, the gold lead is not really that much kasi they still have to farm out like for example, the minions and of course their jungle camps para kahit pa paano yung pagiging behind nila is matutugan naman kahit pa paano. And then again, NXP Angela with 1, 2, 3, 4 steals. Kung yung nagkamali it's, patitignan ko dito. 1, 2, sorry, that's 3 steals for Angela. As you can see sa graph sa baba. That's 3 steals. And of course, on that steals, na kahit pa paano, pagdating sa team fight, nakakabawi naman yung Genki Amory on the team fights. Talagang parang more clumpered, more clustered sila on the team fights. But in that case, hindi tuminag talaga ng NXP. Ramdam na ramdam ko ang fighting spirit nila parang Naruto eh. Well, actually, hindi Naruto. Yung redemption arc nga, kumbaga. And still manage na kahit pa paano behind sila, they won't get into big fights. Yung sobrang napansin ko sa NXP. They won't get into big fights unless they're confident. Yung sinabi ko on the previous game din na pag alam nila sa sarili nilang they want to go into the fight. They want to go all in, they will do it. Pag hindi kaya, wag. What's the logical thing? Angela doing her job. Smite. Diba? Okay. Around 15-minute mark. So, nakuha nila yung mountain, but again, nag-engage nga yung Genki Amory, but dahil sa nakuha nilang mga previous drakes, nag-scale na yung drake sa mga sarili nila. They have the mountain, they have the ocean, they have the infernal. So, it hardly scales in this time already na sobrang sobrang hindi naman sa sobrang masakit, pero sa sobrang tindi na sustainability nila. It comes to team fight. Nag-all in of course ang Genki Amory against NXP. Hindi nila anticipate out of nowhere the Fiora getting into the hands. Biglang nasa backline ang Fiora getting that Ezreal to avoid the poke damage. So it's pretty effective. Yes. Kasi pag na-block ng Brom or naprotektahan ng Brom, that's Fiora. So may target yan may targeting yan indicator, kumbaga alam niyo naman yan, portrait indicator. So pag dash A, di pa priority niya, syempre yung Ezreal. So makapag-Arcane Ship man yan, na-reduce na yung cooldown ng jump, susunod-sunod rin na yan with the kill into the Ezreal. So that's the main point ang nakita ko. The Ezreal being the number one target of the Fiora when it comes to the team fight to avoid the backline damage. Pero kahit pa paano, Ari really sustained a lot of damage when it comes to the team fight. Ayan, kita natin dito. Look at the graphs. Bunzi dishing out 41k damage. Hanyu dishing out 35k damage. I mean, that's huge when it comes to the team fight. But nakikita natin, Hellgirl, again, hindi siya assassin, pero she's into the front line, denying as much damage and possible and also dishing as much damage and possible. Pumasok dito si Hellgirl, will be follow up by Jaya, jumping in with the hero's entrance. So, most logical thing is Sly will follow up the Gazelle Fisher kahit paano para ma-counter, and then Fuyu going to the backline, dealing damage to Chabi. The thing here is, Chabi, with the mobility that she have the invisibility, they have the damage. Nandun yung part na nakapag-deal siya with a lot of damage. And syempre with Angela's Cataclysm, holding them down in one's position, forcing them to burn the flash, burn the barrier, burn every utilities that they have to escape the Cataclysm. Of course, you can cancel the Cataclysm early so you can pursue them more. And then going into the Elder. Ito na yung nipay natin. The Elder Steel, 17 minutes. Akala ko, mababaliktad yung NXP dito, to be honest. Because of the true damage na pwedeng iba to dito ng Genki Amory. Again, Hanyu with the very beautiful steal on that Elder. Pero, na-sacrifice nga nila yung mga buhay nila with that 2 kills. But, naisip ko, they have the buff, they have the damage, why not go in or all in, kumbaga? But that's not the issue. After Genki Amory stole the Elder, nakabawi naman dito ang NXP answering back with the Baron buff and a kill for Hazel. So in that point, ayun na yung go signal for NXP to finish the game and not letting the Elder buff spike to hit them really hard. So it's really a nice game. It's really a nice back and forth game. Actually, it's not a back and forth. It's a comeback game, kumbaga. Giving the early advantage ang NXP, and then suddenly the half of the match, Genki Amory having the advantage, having the kills and pickups. But again, Angela MVP for me on that steals pagdating sa objective. So again, we have 2-1. So how will NXP still they have still momentum, and sinasabi natin, if they will proceed in closing in to 3-1 lead, or kahit papano, Genki Amory will have the 2-2, and we will play the Silver Scrapes. Kung alam niyo na ibig sabihin natin yan, we will play the Silver Scrapes for the finals. Again, really nice match. Babato ko na to sa ating mga casters, of course, Izaq and my duo, syempre, Naisou.
I like how he keeps calling me Izaq even when I'm Izaq.
Izaq. Izaq.
Yeah, Izaq.
He keeps calling me his duo. I've never played with Y2K in my life. So I'm joking.
Nasanay lang for Izaq.